What's
Well,
their solution?
they emphasize the importance of creating a clear and precise legal definition
Oof.
of Islamophobia.
Oh.
It argues that without a specific definition, it's much harder to identify, prosecute,
Right.
and ultimately prevent these acts from
See,
happening.
so it's like trying to solve a problem without knowing exactly what you're dealing with.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay, so then how? How do you think they should define it?
Oh, that's
A loaded question, I know.
it really is. It's not just semantics. Defining something legally can have a huge impact on how it's understood and addressed.
Right.
The document suggests a definition that focuses on
Yeah?
prejudice, discrimination, or hostility,
Okay.
directed at individuals or groups because of their perceived or actual adherence to Islam.
Okay.
But as you can imagine, even this definition is
Yeah.
open to debate.
For sure, because how do you determine what constitutes hostility or prejudice?
Exactly. That's the heart of the issue, to help illustrate their point.
Okay.
The document dives into specific examples
Oh, good.
of Islamophobia.
Yeah, they get into things like verbal abuse, discrimination in housing and employment, biased media representations, even physical violence.
That's a lot.
It's sobering.
Yeah.
See it all laid out.
Yeah, and it's important to remember that Islamophobia,
Yeah.
it isn't just an abstract concept, right?
Right.
These examples, they highlight how it manifests in everyday life,
Yeah.
affecting real people in tangible ways.
Absolutely. But then it gets even trickier
Oh, how so?
because the proposed law also wants to criminalize speech deemed anti-Palestinian,
Okay.
arguing that it often goes hand in hand
Interesting.
with Islamophobia.
That's one of the most controversial elements, for sure, of the
Okay.
proposed law. It raises those fundamental questions about
Mhm.
free speech versus hate speech.
Mm-hmm.
Where do we draw the line between legitimate criticism of a government or ideology
Right.
and rhetoric that is intended to incite hatred or violence
Right.
against a group?
It's a tough one. Where do you draw that line? That's a debate that's been raging for years.
Oh, for sure.